Welcome to the Sketchy Podcast. Unfortunately, Matthew wasn't able to make it. He's currently in Jamaica feeding the children there, but he should be back in the next 2 weeks. But don't worry, we have a very special guest filling in for him. He works at a smoke shop. He's a smoke shop guy. He's super chill. I think you guys are really going to enjoy him, and we want to get to know him. He's a very interesting guy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Chet. What are you laughing at, Chet? Did it have something to do with Matthew feeding the children in Jamaica? Why is that funny? The guy's just trying to help. The guy's trying to help kids in Jamaica. What's your issue? Why is that funny? You don't believe it? That he's in Jamaica? Feeding the poor Jamaican kids? He's just trying to make a difference, man. Anyways, guys, this is Chet.
Listen.
What's up?
I wasn't laughing about that. I think that's a beautiful thing to be feeding children in Jamaica and
I agree.
I think that's like, what's the word for it? Like, remarkable.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I agree.
I think that's great.
But we're here to talk about you, Chet.
I wish I would have been able to meet Matt, though. He seemed like a cool guy.
He is cool. He's not as cool as you, and that's why we have you on the pod. I've got to meet you a couple times, and I got to say, you're very chill. You're one of the most chill guys I know, and you work at a smoke shop. But I go to a lot of smoke shops, and I feel like a lot of people like you are chill, and I just want to know, like, why that is. Like, why are you so chill? Do you have any issues in your life?
Well, like,
do you ever get angry?
Like, I feel anger and shit, but
right.
At the end of the day, life is short. You only get one, so like, why spend your time being angry when you could vibe and chill?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like to vibe and I like to chill. I don't like to get angry either, but I do get angry sometimes. But I'm saying, like,
you gotta let that go.
Right. No, I try to, but I'm saying, like,
you gotta chill.
So you never get angry?
I feel like the initial, something will happen and I'll be like,
okay, well, how about this?
I just don't let it override me because I feel like there's so many things in life that, are bigger than what I'm currently angry about, so I just let it go. And everything in life that's making me angry is usually a lesson that's trying to teach me something anyway. Is it the thing that's making me angry that's the problem? Or is it me, myself, that's having a problem with the world, Like your perspective. Yeah, and I can either, like, try and change the world, or I could try and change myself and adapt to, like, what's going on around me.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Because the world is the way it is,
Right. But I do think in life there are times, like, for instance, what about relationships? Do you have any relationship issues, and do you get in, like, how do you deal with that if you are in one with a man or a woman?
I was in a relationship recently, but...
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
What happened?
I caught my girlfriend cheated on me with a trainer Donnell.
You caught them, like, in the act, or just, like...
Yeah.
You walked in on them?
Yeah, and they be I walked in. First what happened was I bought my ex-girlfriend. Right. This all happened this morning, by the way.
That happened today?
Yeah. So
are you okay? Or what's going on with that?
I'm chilling, dog.
You're chilling?
Yeah.
You're not upset by Darnell clapping your girlfriend?
I mean,
I don't believe that at all. I think you're suppressing something.
Well, like, you want to hear the story?
Yeah,
and now I'll get into, like, how I process this.
I'd love to hear that.
So, it was our 9-year anniversary, and I just bought my girlfriend her favorite. She loves Harry Potter, so I bought her tickets to Universal Studios Orlando,
right,
to go to Harry Potter World.
Okay.
And then this was also the day that I was gonna propose to, cause, like, she was the love of my life, So I was getting ready, like, I had a whole thing set up where I was gonna propose to her at the restaurant that we first met at, which the restaurant went out of business and it turned into a laundromat. But then I flew in the chef And I redesigned the restaurant. I had a whole place set up. That was where I was going to take her to dinner, and I was going to propose to her and ask her to be my wife. But so then I walk into the house, and I walked in, and I heard like cheeks clapping in the bedroom. So I was like, and I walked over to the door, and I listened in, and I was like, someone getting clapped in here. And I was right. There was someone being clapped in there. And then I heard her trainer, who I've been friends with too for like 7 years. I actually introduced them.
You introduced them?
Yeah, he was my best friend, Donnell. So
wait, he was your best friend? How?
Yeah.
I don't think a best friend would do that.
I'll get into that in a sec. But
yeah, we definitely, yeah.
So I heard him clapping her, and then she was like, "Oh, Donnell, yeah, you so much bigger and better than that stupid ass boyfriend of mine, Chet. Chet, he's a loser, and he's half your size. Oh, and then Donnell was like, yeah. Donnell was like, yeah, I'm making that boy my cuck. Fuck Chet.
Well, you were just listening to this?
Yeah.
For how long? It seems like it kind of seems like you're getting cucked at
This
that
was
point.
going on for like 25 minutes.
You were listening for 25 minutes?
Yeah.
That's a cuck job.
I mean, I was hard, but like, that's neither here nor there. Anyway.
Okay, well.
I was hard. I was standing there fully torqued, listening to this whole thing, and then
that's a cuck.
And then I walked in, and I was like, "Yo, up." I confirmed it. I saw like they be. It turns out they told me that they've been having an affair for about 9 years, and
9 years. Isn't that how long you guys been dating? It's the whole time.
Yeah.
She was the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you what's going on? Are you like okay with this, or is this like are you fine? Because I'd be going crazy if I was you right now.
Yeah, they've been having an affair for like 9 years or some like that, apparently.
That's your entire relationship. So you were gonna propose to a woman who was banging your best friend for the entire 9-year relationship.
Yeah.
And you're okay with that emotionally, like you're chill with that. You're chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
No f***ing way you're chilling, brother. I'd be losing my shit if I was you. How?
Well, like, my thing is like, if I really love her, and I really love Donnell too, as my best friend, I want them to be happy, even if that means that I'm not in their life, So, because I'm good, I'm chilling on my own too. So, I was actually happy for him. I was like, if this makes you happy, like, you don't need to keep a secret from me. Like, go on. And I forgive him too, because, man, everybody's just going through shit. It's a rough life out there, and I just want everyone to be happy, even if it's without me. So, I'm chilling.
Okay. I mean, I see your point, Chet, but I don't feel like I'd be responding the way you're feeling. I feel like you're just saying these things to convince yourself that you're chilling, as you would say.
Nah, I mean, like...
Because I don't think you're chilling. I think you're actually very sad. Probably angry.
Nah. Because, like, hatred doesn't cease by hatred, but only by love alone is healed. And that's an ancient prolific truth that I hope your audience, like, understands and
Okay.
Because we can't end, all the conflict in our lives through hatred and anger. The only way to mend that conflict is to offer love and kindness and forgiveness, So that's what I did. They were freaking out. They're like, oh my God. My girlfriend was like, Chet. Her name's Briquilla.
Briquilla?
Yeah. She was like, Chet.
Is she an orca whale?
No, Briquilla. No. What does that have to do with an orca?
I don't know, it sounds like an orca whale.
No.
Briquilla.
No, she a fine shawty. So Briquilla was like, she was crying and I was like, I forgive you. And I really do. I really meant it, you know. And I was like, I still love you, you know. I hope y'all happy and shit. And I told him, cause she was like, apparently they gonna get married, and my ex-girlfriend and Donnell they gonna get married.
Briquilla.
Yeah, Briquilla. And I told him, you know, they were like, we're looking for someone to officiate the wedding, and I said, I'm your man. And she said, really? After all that happened? And I said, hell yeah, I got you.
You're officiating their wedding?
Yeah. We're going to go to Fiji, and we're going to do a wedding with them, and I'm going to help them. I kind of like help him plan the wedding and shit. But it's my pleasure, you know, like I love them, so.
All right, well, this is like an all-time cuck job. You were erect, hearing them bang. They cheat on you for 9 years. And now you're ordaining their wedding? I think something's off with you. Officiating, yeah. Well, whatever. You're officiating their wedding.
Thanks.
I just don't understand you. I don't know how you're operating at the level you're operating at.
It's because like you call me a cuck, but really like what be going on, Justus, is like you kind of a cuck.
How am I a cuck?
It's because like you a cuck to your own life and the circumstances of your life. You controlled by outside circumstances, bruh. Like for me, dog, my girlfriend could cheat on me. Like for instance, like just happens, and like I can see it in your face. Look at his face. Look at his face right now.
Face seems normal.
It's not. It looks disgusted. I could tell you a cuck to your own conditioning and the conditions of the world. Something bad happens, all of a sudden you're in a bad mood. Something good happens, all of a sudden you're in a good mood. Bro, you walked around like a dog on a leash by like everything happening around you. And you know what? You need to learn, Justus, I hope you can take this away from me. You know, you asked like, how am I so chill? You need to learn how to let go, bro. You need to let go of circumstances controlling you. Whatever happens in your life is going to dictate how you feel. I bet if your girlfriend cheated on you with your best friend, Matt or whatever.
Definitely not ordaining her wedding.
Yeah.
Or officiating.
Yeah, I bet it would affect you. But like for me, like.
Yeah, I would.
And of course I feel pain. But the thing is, Justus, like pain is a part of life. Suffering is optional. You could have a bunch of shit.
I agree with
life,
that.
And
you could
you could take the shit and you could rub it all over your body and walk around reeking and smelling like shit. Or you could take that shit and you could turn it into a garden and make it fertilizer for a beautiful garden. And that's what I decided to do with everything that happens to me, you know. So that's why I'm officiating the wedding. That's why I still send love to them, and that's why I still like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, it's all love.
Okay. All right, I'm just a little intrigued because, like I said, you guys all seem to be pretty chill, and from what you just told me, you're really playing into that stereotype. How were you raised? I want to know, like, does it have something to do with your parents? What's your upbringing? What was that like?
Well, in a way, I was raised by wolves.
What the does that mean?
Because what happened?
Wolves?
Yeah, because what happened was when I was a child, I was maybe 15, and I went on a camping trip at Yosemite with my parents. And we went on a hiking trail and we got lost. And then what happened was my parents were carrying beef jerky in their backpack. And a pack of wolves came and cornered us into a rock structure. It was like a rock wall, and the pack of wolves cornered us into the rocks. And then one of the wolves jumped on my mom, and it bit immediately like into her neck and ripped off like part of her neck. So she started like spewing blood and shit all over. And then my dad was like trying to fight off the wolf as my mom was like bleeding out. And then more wolves came and they took her whole body. One wolf grabbed one leg, another wolf grabbed another leg, one wolf grabbed an arm, and then another wolf grabbed an arm. So she's like this. And she was being like, she's like this, and she was like being pulled and stretched in every direction by the wolves, and she was like, help me, as her neck was like dangling off. And keep in mind, I'm watching the whole thing, I'm 15. And she's like going like this, and she's staring at me, like looking at me, and she like, help me, Chet, help me. I'm gonna die, Chet, I'm not ready to die, I'm not ready. And then she cracked, because like each arm got ripped off. and then her neck kind of fell off too, because it was hanging on by a thread. And then all the blood shot onto me, and then my dad, he was crying, but then one of the wolves pushed there was a wolf on top, like a lead wolf on top of the rock structure, and he nudged the boulder off the cliff, and it rolled down, and it landed on my dad like a splat. And then his blood all shot on me. And then the army, the forest rangers that came and rescued me.
What is that? What do you mean the wolves raised you then?
Because in a way, like, I was raised by the circumstances of that situation. Like, I saw, like, at a young age how, you know, your family could get torn apart. And not just, like, torn apart metaphorically. I mean, literally torn apart, because I literally saw my mom get, like, torn apart by a whole pack of wolves and shit.
That happened?
Yeah.
And you were fine?
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, I was chilling.
Did you go to therapy? I mean, I feel like you had to have had some PTSD, like, trauma from that. At a young age.
In a way, it was therapeutic, because...
What?
The situation was therapeutic, because like that was when I learned, like, the kind of world that we live in. You know, it gave me a lot of perspective. So I was like, you know, when happens, girlfriend cheats or whatever.
I mean, there's
so much worse things that can happen in life, and that every day we're affected by death, and people lose loved ones. And I actually felt deeply connected with everybody around the world who's also lost a loved one. Everyone has to face death, and so what it did was it made me. Of course, it was painful, but it was also one of the most transformative experiences in my life, because it made me a kind of person. You know, like, now I see everybody, and all I want to do is be kind and love them, because you never know what someone's going through, and they're all going to have to face that in one way or another to their own degree when they lose their own parents, or they lose, you know, people. But this world is a world of loss and pain, so it helps me just be kinder to other people, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. I agree with everything you're saying.
And I cherish every moment now too, because it's like at any moment I know I could be attacked by a flock of wolves and have my limbs ripped off from me. So I'm grateful for, like, right now, you know.
I don't think that's ever really that common.
Any moment that I'm here, I love that shit. Like, yeah.
That is remarkable, because I think I would be in a traumatic state if that happened to my parents, and I wouldn't be chilling, as you like to say. I think I would be in a very up state.
But that's part of life. Like, death is part of life. You know.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's nature at work.
So is being a human being, Chet.
That's nature at work.
So is feeling.
I was going to lose my parents at one point or another.
You actually might be sociopathic.
No, I feel it.
You're feeling the pain.
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay. Well, it
I
doesn't
feel the
seem...
pain, I'm just not suffering. So, like, for instance, you know, like, it's insightful. It gives you insight into the world.
Okay.
Because, like...
Let's hear what you have to say now.
Everything is impermanent. I was going to, whether it was that day or the next day or the day after, it's like, we all going to lose our parents, bro.
Not by wolves.
It doesn't matter what it's from. It could be a car accident. It could be a building toppling over onto them. It could be burning alive in a fire. It could be cancer. It could be, like, I don't know, some crazy shit. Getting fucked by a dolphin.
That's just
you
a
get
weird
like getting like, because some people be getting by dolphins and shit. Like, yeah. I don't know, and that's the point. Like, let's say, you know, you watch your mom or your dad even get by a gay dolphin to death. He gets to death.
Why is he gay?
Because he's being by a guy dolphin, so the guy dolphin would be gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. It's just for the.
This is interesting.
It's just for the scenario. Point. It's like we need this dolphin in this scenario. It's hypothetical to be gay, so he can dad. So let's say your dad gets to death by a dolphin. He's like swimming in the ocean, right? Surfing.
Right.
Dolphin jumps up, mounts your dad. What's your dad's name?
Ben.
Yeah, imagine Ben. He's on the surfboard, and then a dolphin like flops up on the board right on top of Ben, and Ben's like, "Help, help!" And then you what?
Is him?
Yeah, I'm getting there for that, because like a dolphin, I'm pretty sure they have like
big. Yeah.
I think they have like a bone, or whales do. I know that it's like a whale. It's like a bone. I saw it. I went to Alaska once, and they had like these giant like whale bone that you could buy. I'm assuming it's the same as a dolphin.
I'd probably kill someone if it went inside somebody.
Yeah. So anyway, like imagine like, you know, the dolphin like all of a sudden your dad's like, help, help, and like he like it's like and he gets like by the dolphin. He's getting like repetitively until like he died. Now, what you know, whether it's that or wolves or anything, at some point.
I mean, I would hope that my dad wouldn't get by a dolphin. That'd be pretty That would be pretty traumatic.
At some point, he's got to go.
All right, well, how about you? What if you get, like, diagnosed with cancer or something? How are you gonna
I have cancer.
You have cancer?
Yeah, stage 4 brain cancer, stage 3 cancer, anal cancer, rectal cancer.
You have two cancers right now? So you're, what is it? Are you going to die?
Yeah.
What, are you not fucking scared, or are you just chilling on that as well?
Nah, I'm chilling.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it's facts.
You're not fucking scared.
Why would I be scared of something that's inevitable?
Oh my God.
I can't control it.
What? How are you viewing this? Are you're just accepting this? And
I mean, it's a natural part of life. I'm grateful to even have a life. I'm grateful to die because the fact that I'm alive, that I was gifted with life, means that I'm able to die. You know, so like, I think I have an opportunity to die. Someone who was never born can never die. So I'm grateful to even like have had this life to like be living. And the other thing too is, you know, I'm alive right now. I live in the I live in the present moment, yeah.
Okay. But it seems like you're in a whole different universe, Chet. You're not in reality land.
I'm chilling.
If it's up to me, if I'm in your situation right now, your whole life has been a shit show in the last 24 hours, from what I've heard. Girlfriend's a dude, your best friend. Mom got ripped apart by wolves. And then now you tell me you have brain cancer and an asshole cancer.
Yeah, I found out today.
And you're chilling.
Yeah, I found out today and I'm chilling.
Are you on drugs?
No.
I forgot to ask you that. Are you on some sort of drug right now?
Nah.
What do you mean no? You're not. You sound like you've smoked the entire batch of marijuana in the world.
Nah, I don't smoke weed.
You don't smoke weed?
No.
Have you ever smoked weed?
No. Oh, actually, yeah. Just kidding.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, there's no freaking way. Like, you sound like you just took a bong rip before you got in here, and which is why I'm assuming you're chill.
Well, I used to smoke every day, but all the time. But then I stopped because I was like, just wanted to feel myself like completely sober.
So you're sober right now?
Yeah.
Why do you sound like you're high?
I always talk like this.
That's your natural voice?
Yeah.
Since you were a kid?
Yeah.
No fucking way. You sound like you took a bong rip before you got in here, and that's why you're so fucking chill right now.
No, I always sound like this. I came out my mom's vagina like, when. I was like, I'm chilling. That's how the doctor was like, what's up with your baby? He's not even crying. Oh yeah, that's what actually happened was I came out and I was like, not even crying. I was just chilling. And the doctor was like, is he dead? They thought I was dead. My mom was like, my baby dead. He dead. And then the doctor was like, no, it's heart beating. He's just chill, dog.
I feel like you're permanently high. Like your brain got affected by the weed that you smoked.
My mom smoked a lot of weed.
While she was pregnant with you?
Yeah, she was having the wolves attack too, so that must have been really scary for her. Because like, imagine being on weed while wolves are attacking you.
Yeah, that would be scary. I feel like I was having.
Or like in the dolphin scenario, like if you had took a bong rip and then you went in the ocean like your dad in that scenario, and they got by the dolphin's bone, that'd be crazy.
Let's get back to the cancer.
Oh yeah.
You have cancer right now.
Yeah.
Do you have a time frame for how long you're gonna live?
Look, that may shock you, but like in a way, we all have a terminal illness.
I don't.
As soon as you're born, you have a terminal illness, bro. You're gonna die. You ain't gonna live forever.
I know that, but I'm not dying currently.
It seems to me like you haven't really reconciled with the fact that you're gonna die. You're shocked. Bro, people get cancer every day. It's normal.
So you're okay with this? Genuinely? You're not just saying this just to like make yourself feel better?
Cancer's not the problem.
Well, yeah, it is.
I am. Disease is a natural part of life. It's what the body's supposed to do. Everything that has the nature to arise has the nature to pass away.
Right.
You born, and then you live, and then the body. You just fart.
I did just fart, yeah.
Nice. You born, and then you live, and then the body gets sick and it dies. That's a natural rhythm of life. And you over here like acting like it's a shocking fact. But to me, I mean, that's the way the trees go. That's the way everything has a rhythm to life. There's life and death. It can't be separated.
This is so fucked.
Like, why fight it too? Like, why? It's not a problem. It's the only thing that's making it a problem is your thought that it's a problem. You identified with a thought, saying like, "Oh no, death is so bad. Death is this. Death is that." That's just language in the mind. But life's true nature is an ever-changing, conditioned phenomena rising and passing away. I mean, hell, are you the same person that you were like 5 years ago? No. All your cells have reconstructed themselves. You've already died and been reborn, biologically speaking. But if we want to take it even one more level, I think you already dead, Justus.
I'm dead. I feel pretty alive, Chet. Unlike you, you literally are dying.
You sitting like you got a dolphin up your ass.
I don't know why we got to go there. I don't know why. I'm just trying to understand your psychology, buddy.
Yo, chill, bro. It's all good.
I'm chilling. You're the one you need to let go of the chill is what you need to do.
You're neurotic, bro.
I'm neurotic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you just got a vibe.
He's just frustrating me a little bit. I'm just trying to get to the core of how he is the way he is.
See how he's a slave cock.
He's literally getting cocked by his best friend and his...
I can feel the anger in his voice, the frustration.
I am frustrated. I am frustrated. I'm frustrated.
Which is crazy because nothing's even happening.
Something is happening right now. I am listening to a man who has no emotion.
I'm saying nothing's happening to you, bro.
You're happening to me. You're happening to me. Like, what if I punch you in the face right now? What would you do then?
I would feel bad for you.
You feel bad for me? If I punched you in the face?
Yeah, I'd feel bad to be the type of person that feels like they need to hit someone.
I'm not going to.
Out of anger.
I'm just saying, how would you respond to that?
That's what I do. I feel bad for you. I would ask, are you okay? I'd ask, like, what's your problem? I'd try and talk to you and connect with you and be like, what's the deal?
This guy's out of his mind.
Because, like, someone who's creating violence for other people is really just creating violence within themselves. Like, for instance, when I was a kid, I found out that I had, my parents had been killed by the wolves, and one of them smashed by the boulder, the other one got their limbs torn off.
I heard it, yeah.
So I felt, when I was a kid, I was like, damn, I ain't got no family. But then I found out that I actually had an adopted sister that was given up for adoption. Or a biological sister given up for adoption. And I met up with her, and she was like my family,
Yeah.
And I was so grateful to be with her. Her name was Lucy.
Lucy?
Yeah. I loved Lucy. And she was 10 years old, and I was 16 years old.
Okay.
And one time at the orphanage, because we were living at the orphanage together, we went trick-or-treating on Halloween night. And she was dressed like Princess Peach, from Mario.
Yeah, no.
Let's go. He jumps through the green holes and he's like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's Yoshi and shit.
Yes.
Bowser. And the different characters, and they ride around in go-karts. Sometimes they play baseball, like Super Mario Baseball. He wears a red hat. They plumbers, him and his brother Luigi.
Where the are we going with this? Get to the point.
All right, so she was dressed like Princess Peach, and we were walking around. I was dressed like Spider-Man, and we were walking, and then this guy jumped out of the bushes. He was in a clown costume, but it wasn't like a Halloween costume. This motherfucker was actually like a crazy clown. And he grabbed me and Lucy and threw us into the back of his van, and then took us to his basement. And then he was like kind of like John Wayne Gacy and shit, and he like made me watch while he took a chainsaw and he like killed her and shit. And her blood and guts and bones were like flying all over the place and shit. So like he was like chainsaw her to death, and she was screaming. She was like, "Oh, this John Wayne Gacy motherfucker be like chainsawing me and shit. And she was like screaming for my help again. It like reminded me of my mom when she was being torn apart by the wolves and shit.
I would imagine.
She was like, Chet, and then like her arms and everything. Like one time, like one of her arms like flew off and like her hand, like blood stroked, blood hand like whacked me in the face, and I was like, fuck. And then the cops came, right, and they ended up rescuing me and shit. And they were like, yo, Chet, are you okay? What the was that shit? And like at the end of the day, I was chilling.
I'm chilling. Yeah, that's what there's no okay. I feel like this is a made-up story at this point because there's no way you're chilling with that.
No, that was facts.
That was facts.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. Like, I mean, you work at a smoke shop. You're the chill. You are chill. You're too chill.
Well, where I was going with this,
you're too chill.
Even that guy, you know, I could either hold hatred in my heart for him, which will only burn me, or I could forgive him.
You forgiving him?
And I think what he did was a horrible thing, but I found out that that guy was like tortured or some shit as a kid, and he also like he was like crazy, like he had something like wrong with his brain, you know.
I would assume.
Obviously to do that kind of
assume, yeah.
So it's like, you know, that's just the way it is. No one would like wake up in the morning and be like, I want to be a serial killer today. You know, he apparently killed like 15 other people too.
And you're okay with him?
I'm not okay with him. I don't like him, but the only thing that we can do is forgive.
I'll go yourself.
That's what Jesus said on the cross. He said, no matter what, anybody that comes to me, I'll forgive him. Now, do I think that man should be put in jail? Yeah. But I'd be lying if I said there was a part of me that doesn't feel bad for him too, to be the kind of person that goes ahead and does that. You know, something went wrong.
Something went very wrong. It was
a bad stroke of luck, but like, you know, I'm grateful that my brain functions properly.
Yeah, grateful you're not a serial killer, yeah.
But that guy, like, you know, circumstances happen. Where,
what about
like,
Jeff Epstein?
I mean, look, do I think that he needed to be in jail? Obviously, that goes without saying. He's a creepy, slimy, f***ing piece of shit.
Okay, well, now we're getting somewhere,
like
yeah.
Like a demon.
Right.
But that being said, who the f***, you know, something was wrong. Like, you don't just wake up and you're like, you want to be like that.
I want an island.
What?
Are you talking about, who are you talking about right now? Jeff Epstein, or are you talking about the other guy? I was talking about Jeff Epstein.
Yeah, him.
Oh, you're talking about Jeff. Okay, yeah. I was wondering which Jeff, if you were talking about the serial killer that you encountered, or Jeff. You're talking about Jeff Epstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no one would want to wake up and be like that, you know? That man lived a horrible life, and something went wrong. He had something wrong in his brain to be able to do that. In the same way, like, let me ask you.
What about Hitler?
Let me ask you a question, because you just keep
I'm trying to understand you.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Have you ever done anything f***ed up in your life?
I never killed anyone.
But anything f***ed up?
Sure.
Really f***ed up?
Not like really f***ed up.
Okay. So, like, you look back on that and you're like, wow, that was f***ed up. And you wouldn't do it again?
Sure.
Well, yes or no?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but multiplied by like 50,000.
Right.
Well, like, you know, these people, like, they don't know how to control their emotions and shit. Something's wrong, something's off, and they go like crazy, and they be like doing shit.
And they make a private island.
And they end up making a private island and doing some ass shit on a private island.
Right.
Now, I just think something's clearly wrong with that person to be able to do that. Do I think they need to be in jail? Yes. But I can also recognize that, for instance, there was a shooter once that like killed a bunch of people in Texas, I think it was, and they did an autopsy on his brain, and there was like a bulb in the brain that was like, it was a tumor.
Oh, it was a tumor.
And it was like pushing up against part of the brain and made him go crazy, and like he glitched out and like fucking did all that shit. He snapped. You know, so it's like.
So it wasn't his fault, it was the tumor's fault.
I'm not saying it wasn't his fault, but like, how do you know what I mean? It's like if someone goes crazy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just think that like something's off in these people's brains that makes them do f***ed up shit that's not off with your brain. You know, because you could clearly see and you would never do that kind of thing. So like,
yeah, I definitely wouldn't.
But you're lucky that you wouldn't, that you have a brain that's like not having you do that kind of shit.
Okay. Well, I see your point. That does make sense. It's just hard for me to believe that you see it that clearly to the point where you don't even react in a negative way. You're just chilling.
Well, what's the point in holding on to anger anyway? What good does that do me pissed off all day?
Have you ever been mad in your life at anything? Or you've always, like, do you have any moments in your head? Or you woke up like this?
Yeah, one time, another Halloween, I was walking around and there was a guy dressed as a dolphin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So another dolphin story. I got kidnapped again.
How, are you trying to get kidnapped?
No, I was like...
What town are you living in?
This time I was dressed like Luigi. To honor my sister from Princess Peach. So anyway,
Christ.
I got kidnapped again, and then he tried to torture me in different ways. The cops ended up finding me, luckily. But I wouldn't necessarily say I was mad, but I was scared that I was going to lose compassion for my torturer.
So you were sympathetic towards your torturer, is what you're saying?
I felt bad for him.
God, Jesus Christ.
That was one time that I was upset.
You felt bad for being upset that you were getting tortured. I think anyone would be mad at that. I don't think that's a problem for you.
My method, my life philosophy is I send love and kindness to everybody, no matter what.
Oh my God.
Even the worst of the worst, like I always.
You might be Jesus.
Hope other beings aren't suffering, and
reincarnated Jesus.
I forgive them,
Yeah,
because there's just no use, and
I don't know.
I can't control it, but what I can control is my response to the horrors of life, and I could be a beacon of light in the world and always choose love over hatred, regardless of like what happens and shit.
So do you just like, is this how you are at the smoke shop? You just are you talking to
Yeah, kind of just like vibing. I like talk to people and shit.
Right, because I like when I see you in the smoke shop, but now that I'm having a conversation with you.
I remember seeing you there last
I saw you there.
Weeks, yeah.
That's why I invited
you
you
were
on
like,
the
yo, come on the podcast.
Because you were chill.
I wish Matt could have been here, but I really think that it's sick that he's out there feeding the kids in Jamaica, like you said. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the sick and the poor.
Oh, the sick and the poor kids.
Yeah, so he's in there doing stuff, and I'm sure he would have really liked you. Maybe, actually, I don't know if he would have liked you, because he's the opposite of you. He's like more high, he's a little bit more high-strung.
A little high-strung.
Yeah, and you're just too low-strung right now. Wow, yeah, no, I think the audience is going to be really intrigued by you, because you are very chill. Too chill, to be honest. I think I'm a pretty chill guy, if I'm being quite frank, and you've out-chilled me, which is very impressive, Chet. Do you have any like final statements that you want to tell the audience about just like how to live their lives and why you are the way you are, and what their problem is and how they can fix their problems? Because apparently you have all the fucking secrets.
I think just let go.
Of what?
Everything.
In what context? Just.
Your problem is that you cling. You cling to the world in life.
Mm-hmm.
You expect it to be something that it's not. Your entire life, it's just you thinking about how it should be this way, it should be that way. This is the way it is, bruh. In the moment, the real problem isn't it the way it is. The real issue is that you don't see clearly what the is going on. Everything's constantly changing. So, let's say your mind is like, oh, it should be this way. Even if you got it that way, it's going to change. And you're going to end up right back where you were before. Because you can't keep everything perfectly the way that you would like it to be. The world is going this way, that way, it's doing this and that. It's much better to just stop fighting and just vibe in the present moment and see clearly that, like, you're grasping at things that can never truly permanently satisfy you. you have unrealistic expectations of what this life really is. You know, you want to be peaceful and happy all the time. That's just not how it works. But true peace and happiness is not needing peace and happiness no more. It's like you could be like peaceful and happy without actually even being peaceful and happy. If that makes sense. Because you don't even give a about being peaceful and happy no more. You know? So I think just like, let go. Stop fighting with life. Allow it to be the way it is. Basically what I'm saying is stop trying to like make life into something that it's not. Stop trying to expect everything to go good, and instead take life for what it is and work with what is truly happening. What's the truth? What's happening now? And how do I respond in the best way possible that's most conducive to spread love and kindness throughout the world? Because the goal is you want to be happy no matter what circumstances you're in. It's all your mind.
Right.
There's people living in the best of circumstances and they miserable. There's people living in the shittiest circumstances and they find they're chilling.
That's true.
So like, what's up with that? It's the mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying outside circumstances don't matter, you know, like they do, but like at the end of the day, everything is being happening, processing through your mind. So like, make sure you understand how to operate this, so that like,
right,
you could be chilling no matter where you are, because like it's too crazy out there to try and like rely on the world to make you happy, and rely on the world to give you love. Instead, you be the love, and you go and give that to other people, because it's all within you.
Right. You know, as you talk more, I've come to realize everything you're saying is true. Is it astonishing and remarkable that you can do these things? Absolutely, because I think most can. I grasp a lot of things, so you saying letting go is very clear to me on what you're saying.
And you're grasping shit that's like, even in the best case scenario, will change and leave you, it's going to leave you high and dry.
Mm-hmm.
Even your career, your YouTube channel, at some point, you're going to have to walk away from all of it.
Right.
Die before you die. That's what I like to say.
Die before you die, okay.
Yeah, let it all go before you die. And that doesn't mean, you know, like drop out of the world and stop doing your shit.
Right.
But it means like, even like a marriage or a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, yeah, your
best case scenario.
Clapping Darnell.
You were with her for, you know, until you guys die. But at some point, one of y'all, both of y'all, is gonna die.
Right.
And it ends. Now that doesn't make it less beautiful. A lot of people are like, "Oh, that's morbid, Chet. Why are you thinking like that? Why are you thinking about death all the time?" It's because the more you reflect upon death, the more you realize how precious every moment really is. This is a precious moment between you and I.
Right.
I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
Yeah.
I am you.
Right.
I am you. We're one.
Yeah.
And whenever I hurt you, or whenever I hurt another being, I'm hurting myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel bad for those people that, you know, even if they be doing up shit, it's sad, bro. Like, they're suffering too.
Right.
People you don't like, they're suffering too, and you know what it's like to suffer. It's scary.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, I could let someone, if they with me, trying to hurt me, I could let that control my actions and turn me into a hateful, evil, angry person.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could see it as an exercise for my soul, in a place where I can grow, in a place where I can really test and see how much love I have within me.
Right.
Real love, not conditional, not love that's based on liking or disliking, but love and kindness that's there even in the worst of situations and for the worst of people, to still offer the hand of forgiveness and compassion, even for their situation, because it's sad.
Right. Well, that was beautiful, Chad. I think the audience is capable of understanding how you are the way you are now, because I know I am. I've feel like I was judging you this entire time, but as you've continued on this podcast, I've come to understand the brain of you. And it is refreshing, because there's not a lot of people like this, ladies and gentlemen. So when you see a smoke shop guy, or maybe your local bud tender, just know that he's bringing light and peace to the world.
The Buddha said, he had a great quote in the Satipatthana Sutras. He said, even if a team of bandits were to capture you in the fields and they start sawing your arms off with a saw in the forest, I mean on the fields, if a team of bandits came in the forest and they captured you and they sawed all your limbs off, he said, if you have one thought of hatred towards the bandits, you aren't practicing my teachings.
I mean, I that's insane, and I can see if that's what you're reading, that's why you are the way you are as well.
Jesus says the same thing, forgive all.
I mean, he was crucified, so yeah, I would assume he forgave.
He said, what did he say? Father, forgive them.
For they not know what they do.
They not know what they doing, bro. They don't know.
Well, if you have some sins or you have some things you're regretting right now, as the words of Chet, let it go, because Jesus forgave all.
Be grateful. That you even let's say you did sin. Not sin. Let's say you made a mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
You up. Well, do you know what the word sin means?
No.
To miss the mark.
Okay, yeah.
So
I do that a lot.
like to up.
I sin a lot then.
Let's say you up and you're regretting it.
Mm-hmm.
Be grateful that you can even feel the regret.
Boom.
Because regret means that you've grown as a person, and now you can see what that past mistake has done. It also humbles you. It makes you, without mistakes. We might all have too inflated of egos and think that we're better than everyone. But, making mistakes makes us human. And it's a very deep thing that connects everyone together. And the regret and the pain from that mistake could be turned into the springboard that helps make you make better choices and become a better person in the future. Or a better person now, I should say, because now's all we got.
Now's the eternal now.
So, be grateful that you've grown enough to see that regret. Because sometimes people be making mistakes and they be doing like and they don't even know it. They don't see the regret. They don't see that what they be doing is up.
Right. Well, Chet, I think you inspired the Sketchy audience here today. I think they're going to take a lot of what you said and, internalize that, because I know I have. And I know I'm excited to see you at the smoke shop, because now I have a lot of things to talk to you about, especially my own issues and my sinning, which I will be forgiving myself too. And it was great to have you. I want to have you back on the pod. All right, very slow, sloth-like handshake. I appreciate it, everyone. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys here next week back on the Sketchy Pod, and we're going to have some more exciting guests, and we got some more exciting things that we're going to be doing on this podcast. So look forward to that. And you guys are great. We love you guys, and Matthew will be back from Jamaica very soon. Thank you, guys.
Facts.